Hey there guys, welcome back to another Southside Noob Beginner Guide. Today we're taking a look at Ryu, staple in all Street Fighter games. Really solid character in Street Fighter 4. We're going to talk about today all of his fun stuff you need to know in order to start playing him. He's got a lot of great combos, he's got a lot of great zoning, he's got a lot of great pokes. It really makes for a solid character. So today we're going to talk about all the necessary things you need to know in order to really play an effective Ryu. Supposed to be a really good guide for any new players because I feel Ryu is one of the best people to start playing. Even if you're not going to play him long term, he's a great way to learn the game, great way to learn the fundamentals of what's going on. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Ryu's movement speed is not bad. His forward dash and his walk speed is pretty good. It's really going to let you get into range for some tricky grabs really quickly, so that's going to be a big part of his game. His Tatsu is another good way to kind of advance through the screen. Also take your opponent into the corner is a great way to get them over there. So that's pretty much it for his movement. He's got not a lot of fancy stuff. His Tatsu got some movement in the air, lets you do some tricky things, but for the most part he's not too much tricky movement speed. More of a wall character, really sets up a good defense with that medium kick and uppercuts. That's really your main point. So moving right along, let's get to his normals. Notably his light attacks, his light kick and light punch combo to themselves, combo to other things very easy. His light kick is how you're going to make sure they're blocking low, so on Cammy's wake up is a really good option, just to make sure that she is indeed blocking low, not trying to jump away from you. Also then you're going to follow that up with light punch just to get to some good combo stuff. Light punch is really fast, very little recovery, really safe. Combos to itself, combos to other stuff really easily, so that light punch is really good. So moving to the mediums now. Medium punch is really solid. It's going to be a great combo move. Combos to itself again, combos to fierce punches, combos to sweep, combos to medium kick, combos to anything. Right? It's really flexible in how you're going to perform those combos. They're all special move cancelable. All his mediums special move cancelable, so you can uppercut from these, you can fireball from these. So really you're going to want to stick with that crouching medium punch. That's going to be your most solid one. So this is a great counter poke as well. So you think Cammy's going to throw something out, this will stuff a lot of normals at pretty close range. So this is going to be one of your primary pokes. Your absolute primary poke though is that medium kick. This is such a good move. If you look where Ryu's at, it's really hard to hit him. A lot of normals are going to go over him because he's so low. Also, this is goes to fireball, very easy for a lot of free chip damage on some characters. Got to be careful though because this is not always a combo. If Cammy's throwing out normals, it can mess with her hitbox, and sometimes she can, even on hit, like sneak an ultra in on you. But on block for sure, she can block that first medium kick and then ultra after that. So you can't just throw that medium kick fireball every time. You gotta really mix it up. Just throw out the kick sometimes and try to bait that ultra. Also, focus attacks. You can fall victim to focus attacks with that medium kick. And I spent a little bit of time on this because really this medium kick is going to be the main part of your game. So really get used to getting that medium kick fireball. Really important stuff there. Alright, moving on to forward medium punch. This is a great overhead. So they have to block this high. Really tricky stuff because not only is it's 2 hits, so you can't focus this. But look at the range on it. This is a medium kick, and that's the overhead. So really far. I mean, it's not quite for like that much further, but for an overhead, that to me is really impressive. So it's got some really good stuff there. You can't combo after it like a Buki or anything. Oh my gosh, as I get it there, I never can get that. But it is character specific, and so oh, now I really want to try it, but shoot. But it's not really not every character you can't combo after that, so just be a little bit careful. Let's see. Let's move on to his fierce moves now. His fierce punch is really good too. The close standing fierce punch is your most damage. That is special move cancelable. So that's how you're going to get the most damage. For beginning players though, I would stick with that crouching fierce because it's so much easier. You don't have to worry about range issues and throwing out the accidental one that's a lot slower. This is because the far standing is a lot slower, but it does do more damage. It's more of a kind of a counter poke or a poke move. But again, I think he's got better things like the medium kick. So really stick to the crouching is what I recommend, just to a straight uppercut as far as combos. His fierce kick is kind of fun. It goes really far. Again, here's that medium kick. And if you're out of range, you're still going to be sometimes in range for that fierce kick. Also keeps people on the ground, so if you think she's going to be neutral jumping or jumping backwards, you can kind of keep them out of the air with that. Against some characters, that can be really helpful. His sweep's actually really good. It's got some really fast startup. You can even get there from jabs. If I can do this on film. There we go. So that's really fast startup. It does have a lot of recovery though, so you know I wouldn't use it as much as I use the medium kick. But sometimes like after reading a backdash or anything, you can throw that out and get a free knockdown. Knockdown for Ryu is really important because of some tricky mix-ups he has from like fake cross-ups or cross-ups. We'll talk about in just a second. So that sweep's really important to getting those down. All right. I think that... Oh, I almost forgot the solar plex. Forward fierce punch, really far. Again, kind of like the overhead, deceptive range. Hits twice, so it's gonna break focus attacks. Also, you can combo after this. You can do some fancy stuff with like a crouching fierce punch after it, into like either a Tatsu if you want to push him into the corner, or an uppercut if you just want the raw damage. But again, really tough like Daigo status combos here. There finally. But it's really tough to land, so I don't recommend it for... Again, we're not looking at too much more damage than just a straight uppercut. So yeah, I would stick with the uppercut for pretty much everything. That's a fierce there. Let's see, on block too, you got really good frames after this. So on a block, you can go ahead and mix up with a grab or an uppercut if you think they're going to be throwing out something of their own. And that can be really tricky for Cammy to get some good like 50-50s going on there. Let's see, I think that's about it for his normals. So right into Ryu's air. When I started playing Ryu, I didn't like his air. But the more I played him, the more I realized how great it is. He's basically got, for neutral jumps, 3 different options. The medium punch, medium kick, and fierce punch. That's really only ones I like. Everything else is just kind of blah. The medium punch is if you're really close. It has the best hitbox. I think so. The medium kick is the most range, and again, from any of these, you can get to that medium kick to fireball, or if you're close enough, like, you know, fierce punches to uppercuts if you're looking for max damage. But the fierce punch is really air to air, so if someone's jumping at you, that's the one I usually use. Medium kick works fine too in a lot of situations, a lot of range again, but the fierce punch is really good, nice and high for anti-air to airs. But really his forward jumping stuff is what I think is the most fun. You can really fake cross-ups in the corner with either that fierce punch or the light kick, and so it'll be really tricky because they'll think it's a cross-up, they'll block the wrong way, and you get that free combo from your jabs. Really tricky stuff there. And again, if you want to not fake the cross-up, you can do a medium kick, and that'll get you that standard cross you're looking for. If you do the light kick too late, a lot of times it'll cross for you. So you gotta be careful for that too. So you don't want to fake yourself out and land on the wrong side. That's about it there. The fierce punch is kind of a fake cross as well. And I think if you do, just like that, if you do it later, you're gonna get that cross up. So crazy stuff there. That's for like fake crosses in the corner. But for the most part, if you're looking to cross mid-screen, medium kick's the one you want to do. The light kick is gonna miss it a lot of times, and it's harder to combo after that. It's really tough. Let's see. Oh, his other normals are in the air. That fierce kick is gonna get you the most range. And let's see, the fierce punch though is gonna trade with anti-airs a lot of the time, so that's the one I recommend for pretty much your all-purpose everything. It's gonna be that fierce punch. Really good stuff there. I love that one. The medium punch is interesting as well though because it hits twice. So you have to block both of these high. It'd be really tricky on a wake up because you have to block high, and then low for like that light kick. So practice that one too. You're gonna notice that just by throwing out that, you're gonna get a lot of jump-ins against people who don't have a solid uppercut. Just like that there. So again, all of his normals are really important except for that light punch. I don't use the light punch. I do use everything else in a fight though, which is crazy. Most characters don't have that many options in the air, but Ryu is really versatile in that respect. Let's see. Moving to specials now. We'll start with the Tatsu. So we're gonna talk about the air Tatsu since we're just finished talking about the jump stuff. He's got a nice cross up with that at a pretty good range. So that can be really tricky, especially on wake up. You have to guess if you're going to cross or not, and then you can do the Tatsu at further range to really even mix them up more. The Tatsu also you can do at pretty far range if you time it just right. In a fireball fight, you can really sneak up on people and do that from really far away. Let's push Cam back into the corner, show you the combos with that. He doesn't have too many combos with it. In the corner, you can get to Ultra by throwing an EX Fireball. Oops, shoot. EX Fireball to Ultra. Just like that there. So if you can get to super here. Even in mid screen, you can do a super anywhere. But he's not like a Kuma where you can't get that free sweep. Options are kind of limited. If you don't have any meter in the corner, you can just stick with that medium uppercut. It has to be medium. But I think that's it. Or you can do the EX Fireball. That's what all your options there for Tatsu combo in the air. Oh, last one is if you do it just right, you can ultra. Doesn't hit fully though. The 360 is not bad for a little tricky combo there. I'll talk about the ground Tatsu now. We'll leave off right where we left off with in the corner. You can get to ultra from Tatsu. If you don't have an ultra, you can just go ahead and medium uppercut again. As far as regular Tatsus, what its main purpose is to move your opponent across the screen. So you're looking here at Cammy. Really, 2 Tatsus went from corner to corner. That's just crazy. And you can get there fairly easy with combos. So like a jab. Jab to that fierce punch is how you're going to be doing most of your combo damage, getting your work in. Also has a poke. It does break focus, so it's a great option against your friends who focus a lot. You're going to be catching that with that, especially against Ryu. People like to focus a lot, trying to catch that medium kick. So that is going to break that focus, no problem. The light is what I usually recommend because even if they miss or they get a backdash, you're not going to continue Tatsuing across the screen and give them a chance to punish you. Even as a kind of like a tricky Blanca roll kind of trick, you can like, grab or land an uppercut. Against really good players, that's not going to work, but against your standard player, that's going to help you out a lot. That's about it for Tatsus. It's your main combo move in a lot of situations because it does more damage than a fireball, and a lot of times uppercut will miss, so it's a little bit more safe after a crouching fierce punch. And just keep in mind that if your opponent is crouching, this is the last thing for Tatsu, if your opponent's crouching, they'll miss them, so even in a combo, that'll miss, which is why you have to lead with that fierce punch. It forces them to stand. So medium punch Tatsu would never work. Fierce punch Tatsu will always work, as long as they don't block it. So that's about it for the Tatsu. Let's talk about the fireball now. He's got 4 different fireballs: light, medium, fierce, and then EX. A lot of beginning players are going to try to throw these EX fireballs out from full screen, but really that's a poor use of meter in my opinion. It's really easy to avoid those, or just jump over them, get around them somehow. If you're going to be throwing out EX fireballs at all, try to guess like a backdash or try to guess a focus and really get those both hits in. Or in the corner, you can go ahead and get that to ultra. And that's really how you want to be throwing your EX fireballs. Just keep in mind that on an EX fireball, you're going to have less recovery time than a regular one. So if you really want to throw that fireball, but you're not sure if they're going to jump around it, then throwing out that EX fireball is going to let you get the most recovery time to get that uppercut in. Let's see. That's not all I want to talk about for fireballs. You can cancel fireballs at full screen, which is kind of fun in order to get that different combos or different pressure situations. That can be a really good, strong tactic. Also in combos, you can cancel fireballs to continue your combo. That's it for fireballs. The fireball does 70 damage, which is not bad. I didn't notice that much. And it is kind of like your standard poking tool as Ryu. That's right for fireballs. Let's move to uppercuts. Uppercut is tremendously important for Ryu. It's his most important special move by far. So which one is the best? Which is the best version? Is light the best in this game? Is medium the best? Fierce the best? I'm surprised to say I feel that medium is the best. All-purpose, all-around uppercut. It has the most invincibility. Is your best anti-air tool. Is special move is cancelable after the first hit, so it is going to allow you to get to that ultra no problem. So that is your basic one is medium. The medium uppercut. We'll talk about why right now. Make Cammy do some kicking. So she's going to do this kick like that. If I do a medium uppercut, this will almost never trade. You see it is 130 damage. If you do it too early, you're going to see that 50 damage. Just like most anti-airs in this game, you want to get really deep inside your character before you throw out that uppercut and you get the best result. Here's a light. It didn't work. Didn't work again. Didn't work again. If I do it really late, I can get a trade. So sometimes with that trade is nice because you can force the trade. Oh, it worked that time. That was a light. You can force the trade. Oh, man. Well, let's try. There you go. You can force the trade and get to an ultra, which is like a meterless ultra, which is cool. If you have a life advantage, that's something you can try. But the medium like that, you can do it on purpose, get the cancel, and go ahead and ultra from a medium. That's the one I recommend using. The fierce is going to get you the most damage, but again, it's not as safe as the medium. This is why I usually recommend the medium. The fierce can sometimes trade, so that's why you want to stick with the medium for the most part. Keep in mind you can also combo to that focus cancel, so I could ultra there. No problem there. Oh, one thing I forgot to talk about is the light one. The best time to use the light uppercut as an anti-air is if you're going to guess their jump. and get like something like that, because after that you can get a super or an ultra from that, and that's really easy to do against people who jump a lot. You just try to get lucky and get either one. If you're gonna super, throw out the light version of the super, because it is gonna have less chance of missing. That fierce one goes so fast, it's gonna go right under her sometimes. Alright guys, I think that's about it for uppercuts. Oh, last thing, if you're in a combo situation, the fierce uppercut does the most damage. So you're going to want to combo with fierce uppercut. The only reason you use EX uppercut is if you feel that the other opponent is going to do their uppercut, because it has more invincibility, and so you're going to have a better chance of winning that exchange with your EX uppercut. But Ryu's uppercut does get beat by a lot of people's. Like Seth, Oni, I think there's a lot more, but his uppercut's good, but it's definitely not the best. So I think that's about it for the uppercuts. Remember, fierces for combos, mediums for everything else. That's pretty much how you do it, unless your combo is going to involve a focus cancel ultra. And so really getting that focus cancel ultra is massive to Ryu's game. That's how I believe that this uppercut cancel is how you should be spending like 90% of your meter as Ryu. If nothing else, just to practice it, because getting that focus cancel uppercut is going to win you the match most of the time. So really practicing that, getting it down, so key to Ryu's game. Alright, that's about it for uppercuts. That was the last of his special moves, so now we'll get talking about his combos. He's got a lot of combos. He's got so many combos. I'm just going to talk today about maybe 2 or 3. Start off with his punish combo. So punish combo is when your opponent makes a mistake and you're going to punish them for that. So usually a missed uppercut would be a good example, or a missed ultra where it's like, you know, go ahead and hit me, do whatever you can do. One of my favorite punish combos is the solar plex into just a straight uppercut. Super easy to do, and really good range for a punish combo, and just really simple. The other one of same kind of deal is the crouching fierce punch to uppercut. Nice and simple, 250 damage, not bad at all. Same thing with if you're going to punish with a jumping fierce punch to crouching fierce punch uppercut. Super simple, super easy to do. Best combos for beginning players there. If you want to get a little more damage in, you can do something like that. It's a focus cancel the fireball and finish with either uppercut again or a Tatsu. This is really kind of a more advanced combo because of what it's supposed to do. It's a frame trap combo, and so if Cammy's blocking, let's make Cammy block for a second. This is a really important combo. That one there. So what it's doing is I want her to get used to blocking my grab. So I'm gonna, at the beginning of the match, do this a couple times, and then eventually she's gonna get sick and tired of getting thrown, so she's gonna start tech grabbing and trying to block that. And so what happens is you're gonna catch her with that fierce punch as she tries to tech grab, and then you're gonna finish that with the fireball. And so you're gonna get basically a free fierce punch and fireball, and that's basically the guess is a jab, jab, and grab, or jab, jab, and fireball. That may sound a little complicated, but really it's just a frame trap, and it's one of Ryu's better ones. I love this one. And so get used to practicing that one, because the timing is about the same on a block or a non-block, so definitely really good stuff there. I think that's all I want to talk about. Last one is the medium punch, because you're going to hit these medium punches so often that you really want to get the sweep down is a good one. You get the medium kick to sweep. Oh, shoot. There we go. Okay, that's going to give you a chance to get some tricky mix-ups with cross-ups and all that fun stuff. Medium punch to medium kick fireball, or medium punch to pretty much anything. But it's basically a hit confirm. Oh my gosh, I can never land these when I'm recording. So, but that's pretty much all his combos I want to talk about. Really master those. You don't need anything else. I think I did some more in the video just for fun, but he's got quite a few combos, and you can mix it up however you want. Last one. Oh man. That's it. That's only the combos I want to do for Ryu. But really, I don't think you need much else. That's gonna be pretty much good for you. That's pretty much Ryu's whole game. Just really master that medium kick fireball, and when people jump at you, uppercut, and you're gonna win a lot of kicks with just that basic strategy of making a wall with fireballs, and make sure they don't jump in at you, and just keep them out with that medium kick. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it's helpful in some fashion. If you like, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about Ryu. We're going to do more of these Street Fighter 4 beginner guides coming up soon. Thanks, guys. Later.